Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and I've been making music for a couple of months now, to the point where I actually have a single release. You can give it a listen, the link's in the description. The point is that a lot of YouTubers actually decide to go into the music world. A lot of YouTubers, they think they mastered the art of YouTube. They kind of want to pursue other arts, so a lot of YouTubers decide to try out music, and I completely understand that. That's why in this video I decided to make a tier list of a bunch of YouTubers who have made music and be rating them based off their quality, so hopefully you enjoy it. So the first YouTuber I would like to talk about is PewDiePie. Now, I remember PewDiePie being my favorite YouTuber ever, and I gotta say listening to his music was very nostalgic, but even though it was nostalgic, it felt really good re-listening to his stuff. I was a little disappointed it wasn't as good as I remember. The rapping, the singing, it's obviously it's not the best, but on the other hand, it wasn't really meant to be taken serious. It was especially Coco. Actually, what I can say for sure is that the tracks are funny. They are funny. I really like some of the references, and just in general, the lyrics are funny. The lyrics themselves aren't that good. The rapping, the singing, as I said. But other than that, I fucking love it. My favorite PewDiePie song is probably Mine All Day, because I really love the N-words in Paris reference. What's Gucci, my gamer? What's brewing, my gamer? Got that enchanted shit. Haha. Lapis Lazuli, my gamer. It's so good. I'm pretty sure that's a Kanye reference. I'm pretty sure it's gamers in Paris. I'm pretty sure that's what he's referencing. If it is, then I think the verses on the second half of Mine All Day and the hook itself is also pretty good. I don't think the songs are really meant to be taken seriously, so I'm gonna go easy on them. So I'm gonna put it in B. B for Bitch Lasagna, which, by the way, Bitch Lasagna, legendary track. Not as good as I remember it being, but it is fucking legendary. It's for YouTube at least. Next YouTuber is Something Else YT. Now, actually, out of all animation channels, Something Else YT always just felt more interesting to me. I really liked his videos more than The Odd Ones Out or Jaden or any other animation channels. I actually remember listening his music when it first came out and really liking them. I completely forgot about them, and re-listening them today, it is definitely something. Fuck, I hate saying this, but yeah, it's definitely something else. He only has 2 tracks, so I guess I'll just blast through them. First off, we have his first track. His verses aren't that bad. I mean, kind of sounds like typical, trying to rhyme as many words as possible rap. I mean, it doesn't mean that they're completely meaningless. I mean, there is, as I can see, some meaning to his words. It isn't bad. It's okay, I guess. But the hook in his first track on Something Else, it's the hook. I don't really like it. Look at me, I will do and will succeed. If I don't care. I'll pull down your underwear. I mean, is that really the best rhyme you could have came up with for the hook? I'll pull down your underwear. I don't know. In my opinion, you could have done a little better. But other than that, the instrumental is okay. The verses are. Then his next track, Help, Oh Well. Now that is completely different. I fucking love this track, honestly. It is way better in my opinion. The vocals, in my opinion, the lyrics in my opinion are way better, and the hook just sends you to heaven. And I love it. It's just help. Oh. You can really see the improvement. The instrumental is also really good. So I think I'm gonna put Something Else YT. I think I'm kind of split between A and B, because he doesn't really have that much. One of his tracks is okay, the other one is actually good. I'm gonna repeat myself, but you know what, I see some potential in him, so I'm gonna put him in A. Hopefully he releases new music. The Odd Ones Out is a little weird. As far as I'm aware, he has 2 tracks. One of them is with a boy in a band, which, I mean, okay, PewDiePie has a track with a boy in a band too, but I guess it didn't really age that well. And as far as I can see, The Odd Ones Out doesn't even have the track Life is Fun on his Spotify. He only has 1 track, and it's called Good Person, and it's garbage. It's fucking garbage, but at the same time, it is kind of funny. Basically, the whole concept of the track is saying a bunch of random shit that kind of makes him sound like a good person and being like, whoa, I'm a good person. I flash a stunning smile and say, you can keep the change. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, I'm a good person. Life is Fun is a track that is kind of rubs me the wrong way. I mean, the concept is fun, but the hook, you know, it sounds good and kind of terrible at the same time. The "We are young" it just stretches out, and with this fucking with all these weird sounding effects, it just kind of rubs me the wrong way. But at the same time, you know, the concept of this track is fun. I can commend that, but I would not listen to that 24/7. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put the out ones out in C tier. It's probably not all of his music, but that's all I can find on Spotify. So, Logan Paul and Jake Paul. I actually wanted to kill myself while listening to their music because it's some of the most talentless, basic, shitty music I've ever heard. Stuff, for example, Logan Paul's track 2020, just the lyrics are, just lyrically, it's him going, oh God, I hate 2020, yes, get the fuck away from me, oh, you're so bad. It's as deep as it gets. The worst track that he has, by far, is the Santa diss track. The Santa diss track is even worse. The track starts off with a bunch of poor lyrics, and I'm not saying this because the track gets better lyrics as it goes. No, it doesn't. It's just at some point he says, get your merch, link in bio. And then for the rest of the track, this is all I can see. The lyrics are, yep, I read that merch. Oh, yep, I read that merch. Maverick merch is where it's at. Oh, yeah, I read that merch. Yes, I do it in church. What's with the Paul brothers and rhyming merch with church? Just immediately, the track devolves from being a Santa Claus diss track to him just advertising his fucking merch. That's all the track is. It's just a fucking pluck. Logan is trash, and I definitely do not recommend him. I am going to put him in F. Then we have Jake Paul. And honestly, I can't even tell who is worse. Jake Paul is pretty much everything the same applies to Jake Paul, except if listening to Logan Paul's music is like getting shot at the kneecaps and then getting shit thrown at your face. Listening to Jake Paul's music is like just getting shot in your kneecap. And I mean, we have classics like "It's Everyday Bro" with lines like "I'm not from Compton, England is my city." This is everyone's gonna make fun of these lyrics to the end of universe, probably. Holy shit. The flow behind "It's Everyday Bro" is just terrible. Yeah, talking about you begging for attention, posting shit on Twitter too. This isn't rapping. Come the fuck on. Next YouTuber I want to talk about is Dream. Now, let me get this out of the way. I don't personally have just a hate towards Dream, like a lot of hate. I mean, I did make a critical video of him once. Not so long ago, he released an album called To Whoever Wants to Hear, which a lot of people have been criticizing. And you know what? He kind of deserved it. The album isn't that good. I'm not gonna go through the whole album because it's just gonna take way too long. But you know what? I'm gonna actually go out of my way and say this isn't the worst thing I've ever heard. I do think that Dream does have promise if he learns from his mistakes, which he probably isn't gonna do. His head, I do believe that his head might be a little too far up his own ass, and any criticism that he might hear, he's probably not gonna listen to it. But yeah, also the album cover, when I first saw it, I thought it was a side note, and I thought, wow, Dream is kind of goofy. I mean, it's definitely not terrible like his single, The Mask, but it's also definitely not good. It's just, you know, I'm cutting it slack. I can definitely see that the album, the Dream made, you know, it doesn't really have that many ill intentions. However, I do want to point out the track Everest. Why the fuck would you invite Young Gravy? Come on. I mean, you're trying to make something kind of serious, something pseudo-intellectual here, and you're inviting fucking Young Gravy, and just the lyrics. You're trying to be like pseudo-intellectual, pseudo-serious, and then Young Gravy comes in and being like and saying shit like watering your daughter while you're watering your crops. That honestly kind of made me recoil the first time I heard it. Like, why the fuck would you invite him? Come the fuck on. Have some self-respect and don't invite Young Gravy. You know what? I don't think Dream is terrible. I do believe that if he does, which he probably isn't gonna do, if he learns from his mistakes, he will become better. For now, I'm gonna put him on E. He isn't the most terrible thing I've ever heard. Next YouTuber I want to talk about is Tuff. Tuff, as a YouTuber, I really love Tuff as a YouTuber. Tuff is a YouTuber that I do watch a lot nowadays. And when he announced that he was making music, I could immediately tell that it was gonna be good because Tuff is the type of guy who puts effort into his videos, and I was really thinking he was going to put the same amount of effort into his music. And I was right. Most of the music he makes isn't really my cup of tea, but and I don't really appreciate this music to its fullest, but I can definitely tell from a mile that this is way better than anything we've had today. He's also the only YouTuber whose tracks I actually ended up adding to my playlist on Spotify after giving his stuff a listen. So good job. I'm gonna put him in A tier. Honorable mention, Rice Gum, you can go fuck yourself. You know what? I just got curious. Does Mr. Beast have any songs?
Mr. Beast 6000, yeah, you know his name. He changed it once or twice, but I think it's here to stay. His thumbnails were made in pain.
Beautiful, beautiful Mr. Beast. Wow, that is a perfect outro. You know what, Mr. Beast? If you gave me $1 million, I would put you in S, but I'm gonna put you in A for now. Sorry, Beast. Honorable mention to Joji. I'm gonna immediately just put him in S tier because I think it's quite obvious. Actually, I think Dream needed to learn something from Joji and not only start making better music, and also start transitioning from his YouTube persona to musical persona smoothly. And not to mention his music is just good. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't even try to explain why it's good because you've probably heard it. I think the last YouTuber that turned into a musician I want to talk about is Ski Pass. Now, Ski Pass used to make some subpar commentary videos. They were kind of ass. His live streams were trash. There's completely nothing interesting on there. And yeah, he decided to make some music, and honestly, it just completely blows. Fuck, I'm 14 and this is deep. God. The description, give it a listen. It's fucking trash.
Hey guys, it's Future Me, and I just wanted to say that I might have overrated some people. I'm gonna move something else YT down a tier, as well as PewDiePie. Yeah. I'm pretty sure with these changes, I'm pretty happy with my tier list.
So yeah, guys, this is it. Thank you for watching the video. If you watched it till the end, I really enjoyed making it, and hopefully you liked it as much as I liked making this video. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.